Anthony Pettis versus Nate Diaz at UFC 241. I think it's a co-main event. I think it is. And these two are just lightweights fighting in welterweight. Like, these two are lazy fighters who don't want to cut fucking weight, who are fat, skinny guys who can't, let's be honest. Nate Diaz and Anthony Pettis, they will never become UFC welterweight champions, okay? They will never. Like, they are just two guys, two lightweights, who don't want to make lightweight 155, so they're just saying, let's fight at 170, where we're comfortable. I mean, that's fine. Like for their health and mental health and hydration and all that, I'm good. I'm okay with that. But the problem is, I don't see a future from both of them at welterweight at 170. So I wish these two fought at 155, just for the sake of their future in lightweight and see how they can do in lightweight. But it is what it is. And this is a fight where I heard the second I heard about this fight, I knew who was gonna win. I think Anthony Pettis wins this fight. Like, this is a terrible fucking match for Nate Diaz. Like, Nate Diaz never checks leg kicks. He never does. And Anthony Pettis, who is Anthony Pettis? He kicks very fucking hard. Like, he body kicks Donald Cerrone, TKOs him. He head kicks Joe Lozon, sends him to another dimension. And like, Anthony Pettis is like the worst type of enemy against Nate Diaz. Like, Conor McGregor is not a kicker. He tried to kick against Nate Diaz the second time. Like, Nate Diaz is this strong monster who's unbeatable. Like he trained over 3 or 4 months for Nate Diaz. I mean, Nate Diaz won the first fight against Conor McGregor just because he has good chin and he has great cardio and longer reach. Like, Nate Diaz, he's a great boxer, but he's not like, I don't think he's on level of Conor McGregor. So I think if Conor McGregor and Nate Diaz fight each other third time at lightweight, I think Nate Diaz will get destroyed. I think this time he'll get KO'd. I think he'll get TKO'd. So at lightweight, Conor McGregor's cardio seems very fine, seems very okay. So, like I said, this fight is a terrible matchup for Diaz. Like, both fighters have great jiu-jitsu, so I think they'll cancel each other out. And Nate Diaz, not a great wrestler. Anthony Pettis, not a great wrestler. I don't see Pettis trying to take down Diaz. I don't see Diaz trying to take Pettis down. I can see Diaz trying to clinch up with Pettis and maybe take it to the ground. But I mean, the only way I see Pettis losing this fight is if Pettis injures himself, like he does every single fight. Like when he first threw a first punch against Max Holloway, he broke the hand. After the first round, he was like, I broke my hand. And then after Tony Ferguson fight, after he knocked him down, he broke his hand. To Duke Rufus, he was like, I broke my hand. And against Dustin Poirier, when Poirier got the mount, he broke his rib. Like, oh, I broke my rib. Like, he's so prone to injuries. So he could break his hand this time against Nate Diaz. But if he doesn't, I think he wins this fight. Like, I don't see him losing to Nate Diaz. I could see like Nate Diaz piecing up Pettis with his great boxing, with his long 1-2s and great combinations and great cardio. But the problem is Pettis, he will kick. He will chew up on Nate Diaz's legs. And Nate Diaz, he never checks leg kicks. We never know. I mean, we don't know if he could suddenly come out with a beautiful leg kick checks like Chris Weidman against Anderson Silva the second time and break Pettis's leg and injure him for the rest of his life. But I don't see it happening. I mean, people don't change like dramatically in a. I mean, he could, because it's been a long time since he fought Conor McGregor, but I just don't see him winning this fight. And Conor McGregor just mauled. I mean, Conor McGregor punched him like over and over and over in the first fight and the second fight. So his chin must be deteriorating. And I just see Pettis winning this fight. I think Pettis by submit. I Pettis by decision or a head kick KO. Cause Diaz, he got knocked out by a I think it's some Thompson guy. He's Josh Thompson. I think it's Josh Thompson who knocked him out with a head kick. So I think that's what's gonna happen. So Pettis by head kick KO or maybe a leg kick TKO or decision. I don't see them submitting each other. So yeah, that's what I think is gonna happen. Diaz is like, hey, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers. I wanna fight that Wheaties boy. But the fact is, Pettis is a great kicker, and Nate Diaz doesn't know how to check kick. So that's the end of the story. It is. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.